Hi everyone. I know it's been about a year. I had to deal with some health issues and whatnot, but I'm going to get back into it. And today we are going to be taking a look at ESXI and some different virtual machines, some clusters, and things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. This right here is your Vsphere client. You can connect to an ESXI host and manage your storage, your networking, anything along those lines. If you actually click up on the host, click on the configuration tab, you click in the storage, for instance, like this one I'm already on, you can see the device type is non-solid state drive capacity 15 gigabytes. That's called a data store. You can browse that by right-clicking, and you can move ISO files up to there, and it also holds all of your folders for your different virtual machines. In here you can have, it'll show your system memory. Now this is a type 1 hypervisor that I have added to an actual server. Of course, a type 2 hypervisor would be on the actual desktop, which would be this type, which would be VMware Workstation. Now this will also connect into an ESXi client like I have right here with my 3 servers, but you can also create it on local computers and you don't need an ESXi host. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. In here I have a virtual machine running. Now this is connected to an ESXi host. That host also has vCenter Manager installed, so you can actually manage it from vCenter. Now other type 2 virtualization hosts would be like Oracle VirtualBox or Hyper-V from Windows. Those are some other good ones. I tend to stick with VMware Workstation and VMware ESXi and use the Vsphere client or vCenter to manage them. Some different options inside of the Vsphere client here is licensed features, and it'll give you that. Your DNS and routing, you'll pick it up from your network. I have some stuff set statically. Authentication services. This is really if you have a domain in your environment and you want to centralize the login. Virtual machine start up and shut down, so you can actually start them right from this. You might even be able to start up delays. Security profile in here, and I've had to do it before. You can actually enable different features and stuff. One of them I had to do was SSH right here. You're just going to click on options, start and stop with host, or start automatically if ports are open. It's a good idea for maintenance and things like that. It's definitely not required. Then you have the host cache configuration, advanced settings, and then this will be all of your settings right in here. And now this is for the host. This is not for your VMs. And as you can see, I have an alert, but I believe that alert is battery status unknown. I'll actually have to take a look into that. And then the firmware version is outdated. Power, I have an alert because my second power supply is off, but you can check your CPU temperatures, which is actually really nice to make sure that you're not overheating it. Make sure all your fans are running and all of your components have green lights. Now you can go into the processors and see what you have going for the processors, the model, the BIOS version, the release date, and then memory. I already went into networking. This is where you can kind of configure all your networking if you have any VLANs or anything like this, your virtual machine, VM network, management, you can edit, traffic shaping, NIC timing, IP settings, and your general tab, vSwitch ports. You can go into an edit tab on there. And storage adapters. This is where you can actually configure your storage devices and such. Network adapters. See, I have 2 network adapters currently running. And that about sums it up for that page. Now this will list all your virtual machines, the guest memory and whatnot. You can see which ones are running and how much the memory is consuming. Your performance tab, I do like this. Now this might not be available unless I options. A lot of this I actually have configured through the actual Vsphere or the vCenter server client, which I will show you guys next time in the next video. Resource allocation, you can change what VMs have what CPU, memory, and storage. Your summary tab, this is going to give you kind of a quick overview of everything. Your data store, you can actually browse it and upload your ISOs and stuff right to here as well. You can also delete items or download them, things like that. You can also reboot or shut down or enter maintenance mode, create a new resource pool, or create new VMs. And the Getting Started page kind of just gives you an overview. A host is a computer that utilizes the virtualization software such as ESX or ESXI to run virtual machines. And then you can create new virtual machines on there. And back over to the workstation, I have installed Kali Linux on here. And in order to get to full screen viewed like this, I had to install the VMware tools. I suggest doing this with every VM that you do, whether it be in VirtualBox, a VMware Workstation, or ESXi. When I'm configuring this in VMware Workstation, I do not, to install the tools, so let me back up here. To install the tools, you would go under VM, let's see, VM, power, let's see, I normally do it from the other thing. Oh, right here. Yep, it is under VM. You'll see install VMware tools. Now, I can't do that because of the version of the VMware Workstation I'm running and the version of ESXi that I'm running. For some reason, I get some error messages. So what I'll do is I'll come over here and click on and highlight the VM that I want to do. And then I believe it's under Inventory, Virtual Machine, Guest, Install, Upgrade, VMware Tools. And then that's where I do it from there. But if you're just running inside of Workstation, you can just go right into VM and it's right down there. But now with your Linux OSs, it's going to take a little bit more. You're going to have to mount this by running that and then extract it to a directory and then open up your terminal and browse to that directory and run the install-vmtools.pl file and then reboot, and then you'll get your full screen like this and it'll run much, much, much smoother. You can even get Mac OS X running and things like that inside of there. So the virtualization platform is a huge plus. I really recommend it. If you have any questions or comments, please go below the video and comment. And if you want to see more videos on all the different things I'm going to be working on, from hardware, firewalls, virtualization, Windows platforms, Windows Server platforms, SharePoint, all different kinds of things I'm going to touch base on, please subscribe below. And thanks for watching. Have a good one.